listening to Opie and Anthony. On the Virus, Sirius XM.
And the number one gayest moment ever in music, YMCA.
Village People.
That would have been a great cue, Eric, you ass.
Yeah, well.
Did Eric miss a cue?
Not really, because this bit stinks.
Well, we're just talking. It's not a bit even. My dad took me to see the Village People when I was a little boy.
Oh.
What?
Really?
In concert. I saw them in concert.
Why would your dad take you to see the Village People?
I don't know. Why would I play Monster Rain? How many questions are we going to ask? I'm just saying that I went to see the Village People, and Sister Sledge was the opening band.
So was he a fan of the Village People?
No, I was. I had all their records.
And you were family.
Wow, that's a big surprise.
YMCA. I had In the Navy. I had
Macho
Man was great, and the live one, Live and Sleazy.
You were the strangest little kid. Just a little
And
weirdo.
he's a normal man?
No.
How did you discover the Village People?
They were huge in the 70s.
No, dude. There was knowing about the Village People and then discovering the Village People.
I don't know,
listening to
but I
them.
remember the construction crew
Like
cover.
I discovered in my little brain Zeppelin, Black Sabbath. We have something in common. I was a big Sabbath fan when I first started, getting into music. Village People. You knew the songs, you heard them a lot, but it wasn't like I need to buy their albums.
You must have been an AM listening
Oh my
person.
God, they're coming to the Nassau Coliseum. I gotta wait online and get my ticket. Why would you get into that band?
The two concerts in the 70s my dad took me to were Kiss at the Garden and the Village People.
And did you realize, looking around, what was in the audience?
I don't remember it, dude. I didn't even know they were gay. I had no idea. I mean, Felipe Rose, the Indian, I probably would have realized was gay. Or Victor Willis, the lead singer, I heard wasn't gay.
Wait. You know the names of the...
I know a couple of the names. Felipe Rose and, Victor Willis, the lead singer.
Oh, man.
Who doesn't know that? I Am What I Am. I mean, I should have known that was a gay song.
Oh, my God. Club Soda Kenny.
Hi, Kenny.
I didn't even know you entered the studio, Kenny.
Hello, everybody.
How are you?
I have a question for Jimmy Kins.
Sure.
Why would you be coming into the city today? I'm just wondering.
To see your lovely face.
Why don't you raise the mic up instead of hunching over there? You're 6'8".
Have to raise the mic up to the ceiling.
Yeah.
Look at him.
I'm starting to think there might be something going on today, Anthony.
C-A-Y-M-I-K. Now, I wanted to ask Jimmy Kins, at that concert, is that where you learned how to rub up against people?
No, I don't remember. Oh, frottage. I engaged in frottage in high school, it's called.
Frottage.
Well, I actually almost got thrown out of school because I did it to a teacher. Where you bump into a girl's ass with your hand and you see if you can get both cheeks. I did it to Miss... I don't want to say her last name.
Wow.
I did it to a teacher.
Whoa. It's called frottage?
Frottage is the actual fetish of rubbing your cock on people. I would do that all the time. And one time I did it to a teacher in the pool area. Miss Dunn, her name was, and she had.
Wait, you would try to rub your cock on two cheeks?
Or your hand, whatever you could get.
Getting it over that butt crack is.
I used to go home and whack off thinking about how many cheeks I got. And I got Miss Dunn. We were in the pool area. I walked by. It was just me and her walking by, and I just grazed. It was called grazing. I grazed her ass, and I felt her spin and glare at me, and I just kept walking.
Oh, you little creep.
And it was your...
Yeah.
You definitely got her with your junk, not your hand?
No, my hand.
Oh,
which was
okay,
worse.
right.
It was like I grabbed her ass. In the back of my hand, both knuckles across, and the little slope. Cheek, crack, cheek.
Oh.
Who's better than him?
Leaving some chocolate treat he just ate on our butt.
My high
Little
school...
telltale fingerprints.
My high school was known for ETs.
What were those?
Elbow tits.
Oh.
That's too violent. You couldn't get a good feel with any tip.
No, you
No, it
can't
wasn't
get
like
a feel with
No, it was.
elbow
It was
either.
as soft as possible too.
But I mean, even just the elbow's a hard bone, I'm saying.
Just walking by, you just walk with your elbows a little higher. That's all.
Dude, I used to love
It was a weird thing in my high school. Everyone used to talk about it. The
Wow.
ETs. You get any ETs today?
My favorite girl was Liz. She was a senior. I was a freshman. I used to always try to bump into her because she was juicy, man. I would look at girls and just figure I have to graze her somehow.
They would probably all know and go, oh, here comes that creepy Jimmy kid.
Do you still do that?
No. It's actually, I'll avoid it now. It feels too violating. No, I don't do that at all anymore. Ever.
What the hell was that? So the Village People. That's
They were
kinda
good
weird.
live. Sister Sledge, We Are Family was a big hit.
Was a
Who didn't
big
enjoy
hit at the
Sister
time.
Sledge in
Did you have
78?
Village People posters in your room?
I might have. I don't
God.
remember.
Oh my God.
I don't remember.
Who'd you dress up like?
No, I didn't dress up as
Oh,
any
that
of
would
the
have been
Village People.
cute.
No, I
Jimmy
did
went
not.
dressed up like a little cowboy or something.
No, I think Glenn was one of the guys too. I don't remember all their names.
Of course, it was Glenn.
There was the construction worker, of course, but I didn't know they were gay. I didn't get it.
You don't care
I didn't know
as a kid.
Village meant 14th Street to Houston. I mean, I didn't realize that.
You thought it was like a village.
Like a village of cool people.
Right.
Where
Cool.
everyone, all men worked and
Cool
sang.
people.
They were cool. The Indian was my favorite. Growing up, the Indian was my favorite. I thought
Was
he
he?
was the coolest, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I was about 10 and I knew they were gay, and I didn't even know what gay meant.
No, I was very young. I didn't understand. I didn't know
I just
that.
knew that that's not how they dress when they're out on the street doing those professions.
All
I
these
didn't
things
know.
add up, though. The monster rain, this, the playing asteroids for a.
I was a weirdo.
You were a weird little kid.
Don't say was.
I used to fantasize.
That bothers me that you think there's a was in that sentence.
Kiss were my heroes, bro. Kiss in the 70s.
Well, Kiss was all our heroes.
And I used to fantasize. This
I
is-
bought every Kiss album.
So did I. Well, it was bought for me, but I used to fantasize about Kiss. Not sexually, but they would come to my house.
I had a problem that they wore makeup. I was a little uncomfortable with the Kiss makeup.
That's why
thing.
I liked them. That's why, because they were like
Of course.
superheroes. They were like superheroes.
I got to hear this fantasy.
All right.
That they would come, and this was a recurring one, that Kiss would come to my apartment and hurt me and kick me down the stairs and beat me. And then hug me and love me and make me feel better.
You're kidding.
No.
Please tell me.
Oh no, that was
this is a joke.
That was a recurring fantasy. It was never sexual though. It was about like I don't know why I associated because I had a pretty normal household. I always associated that uncomfortability with love.
Yeah, have you ever met his parents?
They're very nice, normal people.
Yeah.
They're the nicest people you'll ever
Never
meet.
abusive. They were really
That you
great to
know
grow up
of.
with.
So
Well, yeah,
where
that's
did
what I know
this
of, yeah.
come from?
Well, my dad drank a little abusive.
Why
sure.
would you have this fantasy?
Don't
that
know.
Kiss comes to your house now. Do
Yes.
they knock or are they just there?
Don't remember. I can just remember my steps in my house and picturing Paul and Gene and all of them loving me and making me feel better and hugging me and telling me I was a
But
good
they're
boy.
the ones that beat you.
That's the oddness of it. I don't know where it's. Look, why would I fantasize about? Why would my favorite play friend? I had two play friends growing up. One was a middle-aged woman named Helen with a beehive hairdo. I don't know where that came from. That was one of my imaginary friends. And one was
Imaginary friend was
named Helen. Helen, yeah, with a beehive hairdo. And one was
Keep tabs on all this, people. You'll be tested.
one was a little boy who was me, but he wore a cape, and his name was Jimmy Robinson. and me
I can't absorb all this stuff. You're going too quickly.
It's all true.
I want to remember all of this.
and me and Jimmy Robinson hated Jimmy Norton. That I remember.
You know,
Wait. You and Jimmy Robinson.
my fantasy friend was Jimmy Robinson, but it was me in a
And it was
cape.
you. But how could you and him hate you?
Gee, I don't know. That was just the fantasy that I would play with Jimmy Robinson, and Jimmy Norton was another fantasy character. I mean, sure, there's psychologists all over the tri-state area writing this down.
my
wow,
God.
I don't
split
know.
personality crap.
No. I don't think it was split personality. It was just this weird self-esteem stuff.
Did
And
it
you
say
and
any-
hate him. Did you talk to Jimmy Robinson?
Oh yeah, I remember. My only memory of like a vivid.
Jimmy Robinson.
Because I thought he was cool from Lost in Space. Will Robinson. I
Will
thought that name was cool.
Robinson. You're Jimmy Robinson.
So my only real memory of Jimmy Robinson was him riding a tricycle, which was me with his cape on, flowing behind him. That's how young I was. I don't know where it came from.
Did it say anything on your cape?
No, it was just a plain cape, as all cool people had. You
no
don't have anything on your
JR
cape.
on your chest.
No. Bum, bum, bum.
I think you were touched at a very, very young
It's
age.
very possible, dude.
I mean,
but
very, like under 5.
there's other things that contribute to self-esteem too.
You know,
it's not necessarily that. It doesn't always have to
true.
be that. You
You know, I'm just going to throw this out there because I know it's a hacky radio bit, but I don't know. Would you ever go under hypnosis?
I've tried already.
On
they
our show?
No, they tried. I can't be hypnotized. They tried on Tough Crowd recently because there was a really funny idea. I don't know what they were going to have me do, but they were going to hypnotize me to do something, and then Patrice, they were going to try to hypnotize. Like every time Colin said a certain word, Patrice would just shut up because he would always talk over people. So that was. But I can't be hypnotized. I can't
Yeah.
relax enough. I tried to, and the guy's like,
Can you
"You're getting
imagine
sleepy."
him under hypnosis with like a real expert?
This guy was an expert.
No, I'm just saying if we did it on the show.
No, I can't be.
Yeah.
I'm too
I
easily
don't buy
distracted.
any of that anyway.
Um,
Okay, now you covered the Jimmy Robinson. What about the woman now that was your playmate?
I don't know
What
where
did
she came
do?
from. Helen was my. I don't know where
Helen. Helen, an older woman. That's like a librarian. Or
Yes.
was that the type of woman she was?
Yeah, she was in her. I'm picturing her right now. She had,
After
like-
Helen Keller.
No, it wasn't after Helen Keller. It was. She had
You could picture what she looked like as a real person. in
Oh
your head?
yeah. She actually, maybe I saw a picture of my mother when she was very young because it reminds me a little bit of my mom, like from
Yeah.
the '60s, who obviously was before I was born. But Helen had a beehive hairdo, frosted, and she was my imaginary friend. Was Helen? I don't know why.
I love this stuff.
It's
man.
completely true.
It is insane.
bizarre.
Every day I learn a little more about what just a little creep you are. Just a frightening little messed up kid.
Oh, it was
I love it.
Stop with the were.
No,
were,
no.
the
You know what
was.
it is? Were and was is fine because now he's an adult who makes his own decisions. It's based on, what he wants to do. He's a freewheeling guy. If he wants to buy hookers and have them crap on him, that's fine. You're an adult. As a kid, it's creepy because kids do things like play with their friends, with toys. They enjoy Christmas. They enjoy their parents. They don't make up little playmates that are them with capes and little school marm type playmates that are 50 friggin' years old with beehive hairdos. They don't play Monster Rain. They don't enjoy the Village People. It's just a creepy little thing.
The Village People, the only thing you're wrong about is the Village People, because they were very big back then. And again, when you're that
Maybe as a
young,
kid,
you don't
very
recognize. They were like
colorful and fun.
makeup. They had the costumes. I love Kiss for that reason too.
There
It's
you
like,
go. Oh, the Kiss beating story.
You know
That's
what?
odd. Yeah,
I don't think we can find another listener that grew up listening to the Village People.
I guarantee you can.
No.
No way.
Dude, they were in the '70s, man. When they were
I
huge.
would hear them when I'm driving. My mother.
We all knew who they were,
would
but,
listen,
you
but-
didn't become a fan of the Village People. You just didn't.
Well, back then it was a
there
whole,
was not one person in my high school that went around saying, he liked the Village
Well,
People.
because there was
high
a
school.
disco rock split back then. I didn't know about that. I was a little too young.
How old
What am
were
I saying,
you
high
when you
school,
were?
junior high, whatever.
When were the Village People popular? '78. So I was 10.
All right, he's 10 years old, so it's different.
I was 11 when I saw. My father took me to see Kiss in the Garden. I think Cheap Trick opened in December 16th of '79 on the Alive 2 tour.
I could even buy that you're 10 and you're a Village People fan, not knowing.
Yeah.
That's fine. The Kiss thing, you be a Kiss fan, that's fine. But you would be a Kiss fan without the images of them beating you up and then
Granted, it's
coddling you
bizarre.
and saying it's all going to be okay.
And hugging. I told you, I got my picture with Kiss recently. The first time I'd ever met. With Gene, I was starstruck.
You were scared you're going to get bitch slapped by Paul Stanley.
Dude, when he
How do you
Paul in
allow
your
Paul
fantasy-
Stanley to bitch slap
he
you?
didn't bitch slap. Oh, and the thing he put it behind
in
the.
your fantasy, did he hold your head close to his puffy hair chest?
No, dude, it wasn't about sexual stuff.
everybody!
Dude,
We're gonna cuddle Jimmy Norton.
He from behind me, the photo, you can see the photo. I'm standing there. He reaches around behind me and puts his arm on my chest. This is last November. I tilted my head and put it on his bicep. It was like a childhood
That
hero
was it.
thing.
Yeah.
It was like I almost held his arms. I didn't do
Was
it.
your fantasy come true?
It wasn't about sex. I'm not. I don't want to touch Paul Stanley, but it was like it's like a superhero.
That's
He
another
would like
part of the
for you to
weirdness.
touch him.
Yeah, probably.
That's another part of the weirdness. If you said you had some kind of physical attraction and it was a sexual thing, it would be disgusting to me. But the thing is, it's creepy.
Yeah.
That you just wanted them to say, to like your company and love you and
and be my
cuddle you
friend and
after
hug me.
beating you.
After kicking me down the steps and beating me up.
That is so weird.
Oh.
I got to play the Monster Rain thing. We're not taking a break,
Yeah.
but Monster Rain, the commercial by Laszlo
Yeah.
from GTA. It's not in GTA, but Laszlo decided to put this together for us. Check it out.
He was just the boy next door.
Mikey, where are you?
It's the game for kids that's sweeping the country. Jimmy, what are you doing?
Jesus H. Christ, my little baby!
Monster Rain. Monster Rain.
You like that, no?
The game you play under the porch. Monster Rain.
I like that one, man.
It's hilarious.
That is bizarre, though, man.
Yeah, no, it's a little odd. I admit it. I don't know where it comes from or what it is.
Jimmy Robinson.
The cape.
Well, here's a guy that also listens to the Village People. I'm stupefied today. Steve, what's up?
I'm using Steve because I ain't giving my real name. I got to back up, Jim. I honestly listen to the Village People.
Really?
How old are you?
I mean, all right, listen. We all heard them on the radio. I mean, did you consider yourself a fan?
Yep.
How old were you?
So weird.
2 years older than you, Jimmy.
Oh, so yeah, you were 12, 13. I mean, that's pretty normal. They were kind of cool guys, you thought, back then.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm saying Steve because I'm in Brooklyn.
Live and sleazy. You know, that was a good song when you were
I
young.
have I only know a couple of the hits. That's about it.
In the Navy? They had a few
Well,
good
in the
ones.
Navy, I know.
YMCA, obviously everybody knows, but there's a couple of...
Macho Man. You
Oh,
can't
yeah,
go to
Macho
a wedding
Man.
without hearing like YMCA or
No,
something at
of
the end of the
course.
night.
Yeah.
So
And the Yankees
awful
field
grounds crew. Yeah.
The grounds
Oh, that's
crew
right.
would come out and
What's that stand
Chris,
for with the Village People? Young men carry AIDS?
Chris from Boston. Hey guys, can you picture Lil Jim in his little Kiss Army makeup with a little black tear running down his face after getting his ass kicked by grown men in cat makeup.
I never dressed up like Kiss.
No.
Never wore the Kiss makeup.
Oh, well, that fixes everything.
It would almost be sacrilegious. I felt that I couldn't.
Really?
Yeah, no, I never dressed up.
You
like
were
that.
a huge Kiss fan then.
Beyond.
Wow.
Dude, my father had to buy tickets 6 months in advance, and we were almost in the top row in the Garden. That's how Kiss in the 70s was bigger than anybody is today.
And was the night of the concert like this was a big thing? It was going to be amazing.
Dude, I was a god in the neighborhood. No one else could get tickets. They're like, Jimmy's going to see Kiss. This is in August. In December, he's going to see Kiss.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe my dad got me tickets.
Tell him to get out from under the porch. It's time to go to Kiss.
Yeah. Maybe there's another reason you were a god in the neighborhood. Sucking all their wieners.
You'd think you would get better tickets for all the sucking you did as a kid. My God.
I still didn't tell you about the brother and sister that I used to have sit on my face so I could smell their pea-stained underwear. I'll tell you about that someday.
Oh, Jesus.
Considering the show really blows today, maybe you should pull
brother
that
and
one out of your
sister?
back pocket.
Yeah, I can't say their names, but when I was that young.
Why the brother, too?
I didn't. Again, it wasn't a sex. It was just the smell of piss. It wasn't him sexually. I
Was
actually
it
was.
you or Jimmy Robinson that was?
I was unfortunately Jimmy Norton. I'd love to blame that one on Helen, but I think she was trying to ixnay on the face sitting A. But no, it wasn't about the one. I was attracted to the sister, actually. That was the girl that I was naked one time in front of me, and I loved her ass so much. I was sitting next to some sticker bushes, and I'm like, you can either sit in my lap or sit in the sticker bushes. And she sat in the sticker bushes, which destroyed my little self-esteem. That.
And how old were you?
Again, second, third grade. I moved.
See, I had no
I
clue
moved
about this stuff when I was growing
out of that
up.
neighborhood. Halloween of 4th grade, which is the very beginning of 4th grade. So anything I'm talking about, this stuff, all happened before Halloween of 4th grade. All of it. Yeah.
And a brother and sister.
Not at the same time, but
Not
yeah.
at the same
They both
time.
would pee their pants. I imagine they had a wonderful upbringing.
Not at the same time.
No, I mean, it wasn't some weird... And it wasn't even a sexual thing.
It
was just the
wasn't
smell.
some weird, he starts saying.
See, we could almost let you off the hook if it was them together, because then you could say, well, I did it because the sister... I don't know, but that
Yeah.
means you were just under the porch with the
No,
guy.
this was behind the bushes. in front
Behind
of
the bushes.
Yeah.
And what would you say? Take off
Don't
your pants?
No, with pants on. No, it's never nude.
Oh,
the only
pants
one I
on.
wanted to see nude was the sister, who I had like a real crush on.
I would
liked
love
her.
to take a black light to his childhood home. Behind the bushes, under the porch.
And you'd say, sit on my face?
Don't remember how it would go. I honestly don't remember. I can just remember liking the smell.
Yeah, there's got to be a beginning to that, though.
I'm sure there is. Probably happened during wrestling, and I would pretend to lose. I don't know.
Oh, got ya. Yeah,
Do
something
not
like
know.
All right. Let's,
But the girl I really had a
Unbelievable.
crush on. She was a year older than me.
so glad
Yeah.
we're getting the gay out of
Where
the
is
show.
she buried now?
Yeah, where can we find her? Brian from VA, what's up?
Oh, man, I'm telling you guys, you got to get the gay out the radio. You got to get rid of Norton, man.
That's not gay.
What's gay about that?
It's weird.
Listen to the show for the last month, man. You're getting subliminal messages across the radio that Norton's gay from 5 years old playing Monster Rain to talking about
It's
Kiss
the
to
weird
Village
thing.
People.
He's the last person that you would think is gay. He's not gay.
Yeah, dude, I opened up about the childhood. How many guys, maybe some haven't, but a tremendous amount of people did stuff in their childhood they're too afraid to be open about. Who cares?
I just think Norton's hiding something. He's afraid to come out because he
Hiding
might like
something.
it.
I wish he would hide something. Jesus Christ.
Dude, I wish...
don't-
I love
I don't-
women.
I don't know if he'd suck one, but I believe he'd hold it in his mouth till the swelling went down.
We have to hear Norton talk about a different woman almost every day. The guy is obsessed with women.
Mr.
Yeah,
Norton
but, I
is
mean,
very
come on,
secure
Red
in his
Boy.
sexuality.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you, Kenny.
Jesus, Jimmy, didn't you ever do normal things like play Little League or go to
Yes.
Disney World?
I went to Disney World as a young man with my girlfriend, and I played Little League. I was a pitcher. I have pictures of
Not
myself.
a catcher?
No, in Little League I played a lot of outfield.
Yeah.
Like I told you, I used to spin in a circle once to the right. And I remember one time I was playing for Young's Glass Service, and Mr. Wasenta was my coach, Wasenta. And I would spin in the circle to the right in the outfield. And I'll never forget from the dugout, he screams, "Hey, Jimmy, what are you, a ballerina?" In front of like the other team and my team.
boy.
Yeah, it was nothing but humiliation
Was
growing up.
Chico's Bail Bonds was the other team sponsor, right? Believe.
They're
Little
remaking
League.
They're remaking that movie.
Little League was when I had my first gay experience. I was playing catcher, and the umpire checked me for a cup.
Really?
Yeah.
Kenny, Jesus.
Yeah. Love the delivery.
I'm so glad you protect us. Sparky, what's up?
Hey guys, how is it?
How is it?
Hi, Sparky.
It's Mississippi checking in.
Hey, Jimmy's normal. Leave the poor man alone. We used to listen to
used to listen to ABBA and the Village People, and we listened to all that as kids, and we played the silly games. My sister used to have a tea party where her collie dog, her female collie dog, was her husband, and I was the baby.
Wow.
So, I used to have dreams about sleeping with my big Aunt Jemima black nanny when I was a little kid.
Oh, yeah?
It's pretty normal stuff when you're a kid.
Yeah, I mean, Jimmy's all right.
Thank you.
He may be a little weird now, but he was all right as a kid.
Yeah, it's just you don't know. You just know certain things are taboo or whatever. You don't know why. I mean, you're too young. I didn't get rods back then.
Right. You're experiencing things. I mean, you're just learning. You don't really know that it's bad.
Huh.
It feels good.
All right.
Well, boy, does it.
Thank you, Sparky. Joe has...
I remember being friends with Casper the Friendly Ghost. That was about as weird as I got as a kid. I was actually friends with him. And he came over the house and, I played with him.
Burned a cross on someone's lawn. Then you realize...
Hey, that's not Casper.
Yeah. Wait a
My
minute.
new neighbors from West Virginia.
There's a for sale sign in front of the Wilson's house.
Oh, yeah.
Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Casper the Friendly Ghost was my
Imaginary
play friend, yeah.
And what would you do with Casper?
I would go out in the backyard, play with the dog, dig holes in the ground, throw rocks.
Did you see Casper? I don't think I had an imaginary friend growing up. When you have one of these imaginary friends, do you actually see them?
Oh, yes, you visualize them, yes.
Yeah, I visualized, but never saw, but you...
Well, I mean, in your mind, are you seeing Casper the Friendly Ghost as you're playing with the dog?
You look up to talk to him, if you're digging a hole in the ground, you're like, hey, this
Some
is
people
fun.
say those are ghosts, real live ghosts, and they only kids can see them.
Casper the Friendly Ghost. See right through him.
Oh. That's weird.
But that's about as weird as it got with me. It was he never kicked my ass and then held me.
It's so weird. Joe in Delaware has a theory on Jim's stuff here. Go ahead, Joe.
Hey, Jimmy.
Hi, Joe.
How you doing?
Welcome to the radio program.
Good to be here, man. I got your problem figured out for you.
All right.
The Helen woman was the chick who molested you before you were 5. Little Jimmy Robinson with the cape was a superhero who you wished you could be to fight her off.
Uh-huh.
And that's why you need Kiss to abuse you and then coddle you.
Because it's your fault, but it's okay.
Possibly, yeah. I mean, I don't know if I was abused by a woman named Helen, to be honest with you. I don't know if Jimmy Robinson was going to help. Who knows?
All kidding aside, do you think you were abused as a kid?
To be honest with you, probably not. I'm not going to say definitely no, but I'm pretty open about searching for the memories and stuff like that. And anything that happened at that age was just consensual stuff with kids my age. It's almost like it's possible somebody I did it with was abused and introduced me to it. I don't know, but they were all my age. It was never an adult. It was never a creepy uncle. It was always, you know what I mean? Like, I remember the first girl that put her ass in my face. Her name was Janice in Devil's Creek, the woods between River Heights and Marina Gardens, the 2 apartments. And she was a year older than me, and I put my face against her cool ass cheeks, and I still love asses today. So a lot of it might have just been normal exploration.
All right, let's say hi to Brandon in Atlantic City.
Yo, Opie, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Why are you trashing Jimmy about having fantasies of men beating him up, and you went to college and had it done?
Thank you, man. Good point. At least Gene Simmons never asked me to pick up a yummy treat with my asshole and drop it on Peter Chris's porch.
I guess I should have known better.
Yeah.
You have the excuse of youth.
Thank you, sir. That was an excellent point.
All right, I have nothing on that one.
Then Kiss made me lie on my stomach in the basement, and they poured hot sauce and made me exercise.
Right, that wasn't my story.
No, I'm just saying.
All right.
The Virus. Sirius XM. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.